It's your boy Arnold at APB again, asking people conundrum questions that are related to life. What's your name?
My name is Amy.
Amy. What is something that I wouldn't believe about you?
I actually grew up and went to an all Afrikaans school. So yeah, people don't really believe that about me.
So how did you? How did you retaliate with knowing that Afrikaans course is not easy?
So my mom's Afrikaans. My mom's family is Afrikaans. So I didn't grow up learning Afrikaans. We spoke English at home.
Yeah.
And then when I was 10, my mom decided to put us all in Afrikaans school. So I just had to learn to cope, I guess.
Yeah. So are you honestly happy?
With life in general?
Yeah, in general.
Yeah, I think so. I think today was a bit tough because it's like end of year. It's like all the assignments are due now. So, but I think in general, I would say yes.
What makes you happy?
So before studying graphic design, I actually studied veterinary sciences before this, and I was really unhappy with my course, and I decided to change. So I'm really a lot happier with my degree now, and yeah, I think I'm doing something that I'm more passionate about now, and yeah, I'm happy that I made the change.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to people who are not happy and they keep a lot bottled in?
I think definitely seek out outside help, if that's friends or family or even a therapist. I think that things like therapy is very stigmatized in South Africa, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. Everybody struggles. Everybody has mental health issues, and admitting that you just need a little bit more help and you can't maybe cope by yourself is, I think, a very brave step. I don't think that's anything to be ashamed of.
Oh yeah, that's powerful. Do you regret anything about your time at varsity?
I think before I was studying graphic design, when I knew in first year that I wanted to change, but I kept going with my course thinking that I would just get it done and I would feel better after I actually finished the course, but I wish I had changed earlier. And I think a lot of people, every time I give this advice to people, it's always, if you feel like you are not happy with where you are or you are thinking of changing, don't be scared to make the jump and change. It could really better your life as well. So yeah.
Yeah. What's the most painful thing you have ever been told?
Been told? Yo, I don't know. Well, I can't think of anything right now.
Yeah, it's cool. Who's somebody you miss the most?
Oh, I miss my grandmother the most. She passed away last year, and she's the only grandparent that I really got close to because my grandparents on my father's side are in China, so I didn't really get close to them. So she was the only grandparent that I was really close with, and yeah, I miss her. She's passed away.
So for that, I think after funeral, life must go on, I guess.
Yeah.
but we remember the memories and all that, and yeah. Have you ever struggled with any kind of addiction, and if how did you overcome it? Yeah.
I don't think I've actually really struggled with addiction that much. I think I do tend to get if I start playing video games, it's very hard for me to stop. But I kind of counteracted that with just not playing video games. So that's kind of one of the things. It's more for me personally, it's more about self-control. I don't want to live my life playing video games the whole time, even though I know it can be really fun and stimulating. It is just also still an escape from life in general, and you can't build a life if you're playing a different life in a game. So yeah.
So did you grow up in South Africa?
Yes.
Have you ever been to like other countries?
I've been to China twice, but that was quite long ago to visit family. But yeah, that's about it.
What's the difference between like South Africa and China? What's the most like beautiful thing about South Africa and the most beautiful thing about China, and what's like distinguished between the two?
It was quite long ago that I've been there, but from what I remember, South Africa has really nice weather. Like, I know everybody says it, but I think people take it for granted a lot. Like, I remember going to China, we went in summer, and climbing off of the plane, it feels like you can't even breathe because it's so hot and humid there in summer. And then in winter it gets extremely cold and it's like snowing. So I think we're like very blessed to have like such nice weather here. What was the other questions?
I said distinguish between the two, yeah.
I guess there is a very big cultural difference between South Africa and China. China is a very I don't know what the term is for it, but it's basically one demographic. So most people in China are Chinese, where in South Africa it's very diverse. So you have a lot of ethnicities, you have a lot of cultures, just religions as well. So I think in that regard, it was nice growing up in South Africa that I was exposed to so many different kind of worldviews and cultures and opinions because it helped me grow into the person that I am today. I think in places like China, just in East Asia generally, people have a very like one kind of mindset and one outlook on life. And yeah, it's kind of like more of that idea of like they have a very strict policy on like studies and what you should be studying and what you should be doing with your life. And I think here it's more free. People are more free to kind of do what they want instead of what they think they should be doing.
Yeah, it's different to different. And what's perfect world to you?
A perfect world is somewhere where I think everybody is equal, but I say that in the way that it's so equal that even things like systemic racism, systemic misogyny doesn't exist. Like now you would say yes, we all have equal rights, but technically we're still not all equal in South Africa today because we still have like generational and systemic racism that goes through generations and is built in our society and the way like how we function. It's like built in everything. So a perfect world would be where that is completely gone in everything, in our society, in our structure, in the way we see people, in the way like everything. I think that would be like a perfect world.
Like your man said, I like it. So what's your favorite quote?
What's my favorite?
Quote.
Yeah. Quote.
Yeah.
Now I can't even think of anyone. I don't know. Quote. I can't think of a quote.
It's cool. We can skip that one. If you had two wishes, what would they be and why?
If I had two wishes,
what would they be and why?
One would be to wish for more wishes. And the second one, I think I would love to not have bodily functions. Like, I don't want to go to the bathroom. I think it's such a waste of time. I could be doing so much better things with my time. I don't want to sweat. Like, I think if I could eat food and it just goes in my stomach and I get all the nutrients and then it disappears, I would like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like the other question is like, I'm sorry for saying this because I don't think like we should be asking people such question, but I would really like to ask you this one. If you were to decease today, would you say you have fulfilled your purpose in life?
Not yet. I think I still want to make more of an impact on the world. I think I want to give more back to the world. I want to do something that actually helps the world. I feel like I've spent a lot of time now just growing up and educating myself so that I can get to the point where I can help others through my work and through things like that. So I don't think so yet. I think if I died now, I would be I wouldn't be very happy with how I live my life. I think there's still a lot for me to do here. Yeah.
Yeah. So the last question: what's your message to the world?
Just try and choose to be a good person every day. I think being a good person, caring about others, having empathy, I think that is the most important thing that you can be doing as a person, and I choose to try and live that way every day. And I think if everyone else was choosing to live that way every day, I think the world would be a little bit better.
Yeah, so thanks. I like the way you answered my question. I appreciate it. Your mindset is powerful.
Thank
Can I
you.
give you a handshake?